Hello, everyone. It is Thursday, June the 4th. I have been particularly touched by the people of Innisfil and all over really who've reached out to help their neighbors during this pandemic and gone the extra mile just to help somebody who is less fortunate or in need. And the opposite is also true. I know that there are people who take advantage of us when we are maybe feeling a little bit more stressed and a little more anxious than usual. And it's a great time to perpetrate a fraud or some kind of a scam. So I'm really pleased today to invite Detective Constable Ian Fenik to speak to us about ways we can protect ourselves from being the victim of that type of fraud. Welcome, Ian. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Can you tell us a little bit about what we should know, or what are those trigger signs that, what should make that antenna go up so we think maybe something isn't just right?
Yeah, fair. The biggest thing is these people talk, when they call you, they talk very generic terms. The big one is credit card scam. You'll get a phone call at early morning hours that your MasterCard/Visa has been used for fraudulent purchases, but there's no specificity as to what was used. And then when they call, they're going to ask you for your credit card number. And then they're going to be very aggressive on the phone with you and tell you not to ask any questions. And they're going to give you, like I said, very general information just to trick you, because of the specific information you'd be able to determine it's not you. They're going to, like I said, be very aggressive. They're going to tell you not to talk to anybody else, not to talk to the police. And the one big thing is they're going to always ask for gift cards. It used to be Apple iTunes cards. They wanted payment in. That's not a thing, right? So the big things we see is the credit card one. We're going to get to tax time because the tax deadline is June 1st. A lot of people are going to get calls from the CRA asking or saying there's a warrant for your arrest. Well, that's not how that works. And they're going to be very aggressive and scare you into doing stuff. And when you ask questions, they're just going to brush it off. I personally had an instance where the CRA had called me. I asked for a person's badge number. They said, that's not important. I said, well, it kind of is important. And again, the big thing to remember is people don't want payments in iTunes cards. If you owe money to the CRA, they will make arrangements to come contact you. And most of that, if not all companies, will do correspondence through regular mail.
Thanks. And what about I've had messages from people saying, "Hey, I need a hand. Can you do me a favor?" And it's people that I know. How do you propose that you deal with that?
Biggest thing, I would say, just ask questions. Knowledge is power in this situation. If it's people you know asking for help, ask them what it's for. Ask them when you need it, how much. The biggest thing is if you just don't feel comfortable, or if it's too good to be true, then chances are it is too good to be true, and maybe you shouldn't follow through with it. And the big thing is that people are trying to con you into doing something with money. They won't give you time to think, right? If you say to them, listen, I just want a couple minutes to think about this, or if you have a phone number I can call you back at, they won't give that to you because you got to make that decision right away. Well, that's not how it works, right? If someone you know wants some help, they'll let you think about it if they truly need the help, right?
Very good. Very good advice. Thank you so much, Ian. Really appreciate that. Stay safe, everyone, and beware of that type of messaging. And have a great day. We'll talk tomorrow.